It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Commanders next on Madden Football.
This building holds just north of 80. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
I'm hoping to get rid of that interception bug. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Jahan Dotson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll look to throw. Out, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2nd and 9 now. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. They'll come out Throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. Sets up to throw it. Pryor has it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, the ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd down, Donaldson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Able to find Pryor. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Still going inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. Room here to run. Touchdown. Deontay Hardy. 57 yards. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts. A quick throw here that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going right back to Dotson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 1st down, Donaldson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the gun, it's Hurts. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jahan Dotson, the Commanders, set to take over.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know the defense are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Second down now. Donaldson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Take it in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Back to throw again. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Jahan Dotson getting set for this next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, he's got it.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders get a late score here, the final minute of the 1st half.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker, Ethan.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this 1st half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
On 1st down, Hurts. Pryor has it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Able to find Pryor. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the 1st half.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So we've reached halftime in a while. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a... And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll run on first down. Donaldson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Donaldson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go. Donaldson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Donaldson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Hunter Renfrow from 8 yards out. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll be a loss of 5 there as his safety blitz winds up paying off. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. .43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 53 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Okay. Exercise those fingers.
79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback for the next couple plays?
That's what
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 25 yards that time. They'll set up to throw. And he's he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll drop to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to find Pryor. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pryor has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice